Okay, this is a screen test of the Sony FX6. Camera is in S-Cinetone. AVCI is the codec. Using the low base ISO of 800 ISO. Using S-Cinetone. F-stop is 4 with a 1/4 ND to get our exposure. This is the Sony FX6 shooting in S-Cinetone AVCI codec in full HD. This is the high base ISO of 12,800 ISO with an f-stop of 4, ND down to 1/78 to obtain exposure at Zebra's kick at 65 IRE. That is my skin tone, and this is what it looks like when I'm shooting in S-Cinetone, using the high base ISO and achieving exposure with variable ND. So now this is CineEI mode, low base ISO of 800, shooting in S-Log, hopefully. At an f4, ND is 1/4, and still audio from the wireless and from the shotgun mic. I'm going to push and pull our ISO and make some adjustments. All right, so base ISO is going to be here, and then I'm going to put my EI in this empty space over here, and we'll see how it adjusts and what it does. But this is base ISO, f4, 1/4 ND. Okay, this is also CineEI mode, base ISO at 800, shooting an S-Log. This is at a 2000 EI. I felt like 1000 wasn't enough, so I actually went 2 stops with the EI and readjusted exposure to the 18% gray card at 41 IRE, and that is what we're looking at, hopefully. Is base ISO 800, f4, ND is 1/11. This is 3200 EI, exposing 18% gray at 41 IRE. This is now pulling the camera to 400. This is 800 ISO base ISO, and now I'm pulling it to 400 EI. F is 5.6. There's no ND in order to achieve exposure, and still an S-Log, so that's 400 EI at a 5.6. This is also 800 ISO base ISO, now pulled to 200 EI, f4, no ND for the exposure, at 41% IRE on the 18% gray card, and this is what it looks like. Another screen test. This is high base ISO, 12,800 ISO, f4. This is an ND 1/38 to expose 18% gray card to 41 IRE, and this is what it looks like. This is 12,000 ISO base ISO, adjusted to 20,000 EI, f4, 1/54 ND to achieve exposure with 18% gray at 41 IRE. And this is what it looks like. Okay, this is also 12,800 base ISO, pushed to 32,000 EI, f5.6, 1/54 ND to get 41 IRE exposure on an 18% gray card, and this is what it looks like. It's 12,800 ISO, base ISO, pushed to 51,200 EI at f11 and 1/27 ND in order to achieve 41% IRE on an 18% gray card for exposure, and this is what it looks like. Okay, this is base ISO 12,800 rated at 8,000 EI, f4 ND is 1/27 to achieve exposure at 41 IRE on an 18% gray card. And this is what it looks like. And this is what it looks like. This is 12,800 base ISO, pull to 5,000 EI, f4 ND is 1/19 to achieve exposure on an 18% gray card at 41 IRE. This is what it looks like. This is a screen test at 12,800 base ISO on the FX6, pushed to 3,200 EI, or rather pulled to 3,200 EI, f4 1/7 ND to achieve exposure on an 18% gray card at 41 IRE. And this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like.